Well, you can look at all the owners of all porn companies. They're usually.
This is about to slide into anti-Semitism real quick.
That term is meant to shut down conversation. You're using terms that are trying to shut down conversation. We can actually have a conversation about this, but you're using terms to try to shut it down.
I'm not going to hold you, and I mean this respectfully. You're saying that I'm trying to shut down the conversation, and you can't even tell me the difference between a Jewish person and a Zionist. Please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up.
I don't think you asked that.
You talking about the people owning porn companies, but we know for a fact that it's the Zionists. You're literally out here.
No, that's not true. You know the owner of the MindGeek. You know the owner of MindGeek is a rabbi.
Yeah. Hold on.
Do you not
First
know
of all,
that Zionists also? Okay.
We can look at all the owners of these companies. They are.
Understand how they got in that position. They do understand how they got in that position.
Well, they have a higher IQ, or they're just better.
They have a higher IQ. No, they got into Hollywood.
Mhm.
Got into Hollywood because they were already pushed into a situation to where they had to find another way to make money because they
Why?
were already not. Because they were pushed out of every other industry.
They're pushed out of every under industry by who?
By the fucking regular white Americans in the 1950s. That's why there's people all.
Could you cite your source?
libraryofcongress.org, and all of them talk about the or anti-Semitism that was taking place in the early 1900s, but in the 1950s specifically, the community were, I don't know if I can say that, but they were shooed away. That's the best way to put it. They were shooed away, but with violence, out of jobs like service industry jobs, and they named maids, they named hotel workers, they named field hands, farmers. They also named politicians or other congressional jobs like that, or anything that was in the main stage.
Okay, hold that. Okay, in your sources, can you find where it tells us the reason, not necessarily that it's correct, but the reason the people that, kind of shoot them away from the industry is their reason for doing that?
Yeah.
There's no concrete reason because this was a nationwide
So then this
thing.
just makes
It
no
did
sense.
vary from place and place.
Yeah, it'd be strange just to
If
push
you don't shut
people
the
out.
fuck up while I'm talking, you can't ask me.
Well, that escalated Shaniqua, man. She nail clap because she a black woman talking. She's strong and independent and black and shit.
Okay, bye.